Series wins on the road in the ACC are tough to come by. That's why the second-ranked Cardinals knew they'd better capitalize today in Charlottesville. Despite yesterday's loss, Louisville still had a chance to take 2 of 3 from 16th-ranked Virginia. And back to Davenport Field, unlike last night's game, this was a lot of fun, a lot of back and forth here. Cavs struck first, but Louisville answered. Colin Lyman doing his thing, laying down a beautiful bunt in the second. He is safe at first. Brendan McKay into even the score. The Cards later took the lead that inning. Virginia, however, would respond. Fourth inning after tying the score at 2. The Cavs take the lead off the bat of Jake McCarthy. Charlie Cody come on down. UVA up 3-2. But that lead would not last. Eighth inning, Devin Hairston. Second homer in as many days. He's now got 3 on the season. His solo blast, even the score at 3. Then later in the inning, U of L with runners at the corners. Lyman attempts to steal the second, the throw offline, and that was bad because it allowed Logan Taylor to score the go-ahead run. Cards go up 4-3. That would be your final. U of L takes 2 of 3 from the Cavs. The Cardinals host Kentucky on Tuesday. Hey, speaking of the Cats, they were hoping to sweep their 3-game series with Vanderbilt today. UK dominated the first 2 games. Game 3 was a different story. The Commodores putting up a fight from the start. 7th inning, they took control off this bomb from Will Toffee. One of his 4 hits on the day. He finished with 3 RBI. This 2-run homer broke a 2-2 tie. Bottom half of the inning now, Cats down 3. Riley Mahan hoping to get something going, and he does. His second home run of the day. 2 runs come in here. Cats down only 1. 9th inning now. Cats down 2. Mahan hoping for more magic with a man on. Instead, he pops up to end the game. Wildcats fall 6-4. It is their first defeat in 6 games. Switching it up to women's basketball now. Not going to lie, after all these years, it seems just a little weird not having UConn in the championship game tonight. Instead, thanks to Mississippi State's upset on Friday, we were left with an all-SEC final, and that was not a bad thing. That meant we were guaranteed a first-time champ. South Carolina taking on the Bulldogs from Dallas. Third quarter, Mississippi State trying to play catch-up. Down 14, Dominique Dillingham with a 3. And that started a 12-3 run. Bulldogs got within 5. But then South Carolina got back on track off the steal. Alicia Gray, nice move for the layup. She had 18. Gamecocks up 7. Then later, domination from down low. Asia Wilson, wow, power move. She scored 23, also had 10 boards, 67-55 the final. South Carolina wins its first ever national title in women's basketball.
This team is just so special. I really can't even put into words and just explain to you how special this team really is on and off the court. So just for us to really just see smiling faces and just positive vibes, it just really kind of set me into just tears, and I really couldn't hold them back. So, I mean, yeah, that was it.
You know, I can check off one of the things that have been a void in my career, you know, something that I've wanted to do because it's one of 2 opportunities that I saw women play when I was younger.
Finally, a title for Dawn Staley. All right, as for the men's championship game, that's coming up tomorrow night. And it's really a matchup between 2 teams from completely different worlds in terms of history of the sport. In one corner, you got the Blue Blood Tar Heels. This will be UNC's 11th appearance in a title game alone, going against Gonzaga, who is making its first ever appearance in the NCAA final. The Zags know this is kind of a whole new world. They are very confident they deserve to play on the grandest stage.
So again, I think the respect thing has to go out the window. I mean, at 30, you have 37 wins in a college season. I mean, that's just unbelievable. And to be playing the last game of the season, you know, we have a chance to play for it all, and we're here to win it.
They are good. They deserve to be here. Well, straight ahead, Spalding recently hired a new assistant coach for the golf team, and he is already making an immediate impact on the job. That's next. Spalding University hired a new golf assistant coach last month. He's 27, and he not only has the game down, he's got the game of life figured out as well. Despite what his ever-present smile suggests, Grant Gupton has not had it easy.
Grant has had 23 surgeries, and the first week that he was born, in the hospital, the doctors told us 3 times, Mr. and Mrs. Gupton, say goodbye to your son, he's dying. He just has an incredible will to live.
It was that will that caught the eye of Spalding golf coach Michael Carter. When they first met at a golf tournament last summer, Carter didn't see a young man who was limited by Down syndrome. Instead, he saw someone who knew how to live life to the fullest.
Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
As much as he's gone through with 23 surgeries and everything, and see him still passionate about golf and happy about life, it just makes you happy about anything.
So Carter had an idea. He brought Grant to practice one day and asked him a question.
Said, hey, Grant, I'm thinking about getting an assistant coach. And he said, yeah, that'd probably help out and be a good idea. And I said, are you interested in the job? And he said, yeah.
He always makes me happy and proud to see him, and I'm so glad to be part of it.
And they are glad to have him. You see, Grant knows his golf. He's actually a gold medal winning golfer in the Special Olympics.
You have to play golf with your responsibility. You have to make it right.
Which is exactly what he does every time he steps onto a course and coaches. And his most important lesson?
No matter what, you can still smile. You can still be happy.
A wonderful outlook from a wonderful young man. And he's a pretty darn good coach, too. Back to baseball. If you look up the definition of the word hope in the dictionary, it will not make any mention of opening day in baseball. And that's a shame, because hope is what baseball's opening day is all about. Reds certainly have a lot of hope for 2017. Tomorrow they begin the season with a home game against the Phillies. The Reds know they're not going to be winning any World Series anytime soon, but they also know they've made progress, and they hope this is the year they end a run of 3 straight losing seasons. That's why they cannot wait to get things started.
I know one thing stays the same every year is that I get out there and I get butterflies every single year. It's something that never really gets old, and you just want to do it as long as you can. And like I said, it's that that jittery feeling that you get, the butterflies in your stomach, and the season's about ready to start.
First pitch shortly after 4 tomorrow. Finally, NASCAR, the gang in Martinsville, Virginia this week, and that meant someone was going home with a nice new addition to their living room. It's a 53-year tradition, and there it is, the grandfather clock that goes to the winner of today's STP 500. It was a bad day for Kurt Busch. Near the end of the second stage, he was leading, but Ricky Stenhouse Jr. bumps him. Chase Elliott takes advantage and passes Busch for the stage win. 44 laps to go. Busch leading again, but he can't hold on. Brad Keselowski makes the pass, and Brad Keselowski gets the victory, and yes, he gets the clock. Tom Lane back here tomorrow. Remember, it's opening day for the Reds. That's sports. I'm Mike Lissette.
We came to the Big Apple
to find out what New Yorkers know about Louisville.
Would you get your morning news from New York or Kentucky?
I would lean more to New York news.